everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I am going to address one of the most commonly asked questions that I get, which is how do you order a Popovy Sisters ball jointed doll? So I'm going to take you through the process of doing that right now, and hopefully it will help you if you decide in the future that you'd like to order one of these beauties. So first and foremost, the most important thing you need to do is you see this contact button on their website. So I would do this from their website, go to the contact button, and it shows you right away, if my internet would speed up, there we go, that the contact is sisters.doll@gmail.com. You have to email them in order to place an order. So what you'll do is send an email, and Igor is the name of the guy that will help you out. He is married to one of the sisters, and he takes care of the business end of the ordering and stuff like that. So you'll want to send an email first of all. Once you send an email expressing your interest in the dolls, they are going to send you a catalog. So first I'm going to show you the catalog on the web page, and then I'm going to show you the catalog that you receive via email, like I said, once you express interest. So a lot of times when you're ready to order a doll, you've kind of already decided what you want, but you'll have to pick out what mold you want. So, you know, there's 5 different bodies right now. There's body 1, then there's body 2 neck, which does not have a neck joint. There's body 2 that does have a neck joint. There's body 3, and there's body 4. So I have 2 body 3s. So my 2 dolls that I currently have are body 3s, but I have a body 4, a body 1, and a body 2 on the way. I placed an order for each of them, so I'd have one of each of the body types. I honestly can't remember if I ordered body 2 neck or just body 2. I really don't remember, so I'll find out when they get here. So that's the first thing you'll need to select, is a body type. Then you'll also need to select your resin tone, and so there are ivory sand, mocha, chocolate, and pearl gray. And then they released some new resin tones not that long ago. You've got coral, beige, and then phantom and pearl gray again. The phantom is a little bit more expensive because that clear resin is really difficult, I think, to achieve that without, you know, bubbles and stuff like that. But I have coming a coral colored doll, an ivory colored doll, maybe, I can't remember what the other one might be. Maybe mocha. I honestly can't remember. I really can't remember which color I ordered. I'll remember when they arrive. Right now I have a sand and a chocolate. So those are my dolls, sand and chocolate. So you'll want to choose your color. You'll also need to choose which face you want. So there's Quetzal, if I'm saying her name correctly. I have her coming in coral. There is Tawny Owl, which of course that's the one I have in chocolate. There is Landy, and I have her in sand. There is Landy Rat. She has like the rat teeth. There's Little Owl. I think Little Owl might be one of the most popular of the Popovy dolls. I see a lot of her around. She's really gorgeous with full lips, and she has just a really pretty face. Little Owl with eyes. So you can see the difference here. There's Little Owl. This one is Little Owl eyes because the eyes are cut out, and you can put, you know, you can change the eyes. But this Little Owl has painted eyes, so that's something you have to decide as well. There's Peewit with eyes, and then there's going to be Peewit with painted eyes. Magpie, same thing. I've got a magpie coming. Cuckoo, same thing. Cuckoo's the other doll I have coming. I think my Cuckoo is the one that's in ivory. Or you can get her with painted eyes. And then they have Blue Jay, which I don't think you can get her with glass eyes, and Cherry and Boney. I think all 3 of those are painted eye options only. They're really beautiful. I think these are the older sculpts. I think actually as you go down the line, these are the oldest sculpts up to the very newest sculpt. And I think they've said they've got a new sculpt coming out sometime soon. So I'll be interested to see what that looks like. So anyway, you got to choose your body type, your resin tone, and your face mold. So and then from your face mold, you've got to choose if you want painted eyes or open eyes. Now, some of them don't offer a painted eye at all. The Landy Sculpt doesn't offer a painted eye. The Tawny Owl doesn't offer a painted eye, and neither does the Quetzal. I like the ability to change the eyes, but also I appreciate the artistry behind the painted eyes. So it just really kind of depends on, you know, your preferences and your tastes. So maybe next time I order a doll, I'll go for one of the old school ones, maybe Boney or Cherry with the painted eye, because they are really beautiful. So once you've selected that, you really have to choose every little bit. So if you get the eyes, you will have to choose which eyes you want. And the eyes are an extra expense. So with most resin BJDs, they usually come with a default pair of eyes. The Popovy Sisters dolls do not. You have to choose your pair of eyes, and they run about $40 a pair. I always get their eyes just because I like them. They're high quality. I like their eyes for their dolls. They're specifically made for them. The animal eyes, let me see if I can find some of those. The ones that have, like these, they cost a little bit more, but I can't remember. I want to say they're maybe $50 as compared to $40, because they're a little bit, I guess, more difficult or out of the ordinary to make. So you'll just have to choose your eyes, and you notice they all have a code ACR07. So I think that stands for acrylic 7, acrylic 1, acrylic 2. Those codes are going to be important. GL3 is glass 3. So those codes are going to be very important when it's time to order your doll. So I have a notepad when I'm getting ready to place an order, and I go through and I just make notes of everything that I want. So for example, when I did go back to the mold has the same thing. So they've got, you know, the codes on these though are, for example, body 2 neck, body 2, and then the code little owl eyes if you want the cutout eyes, and then the resin tones are the actual tones of resin. That's something that I didn't mention was hands. They offer a bunch of different hands now. When I first placed my first order, I don't remember them offering so many hands. You can get magnetic hands or you can get wired hands. I personally prefer the magnetic hands because their hands are really beautiful, but the fingers are really long and thin, and they feel fragile to me. Now, I haven't broken one. I can proudly say I've never broken a finger off of any resin dolls, but it's because I try to be very careful and remove the hands when I change the clothes a lot. There are some collectors that never change their dolls, then don't touch them and put them on display, and that's it. And if you're that type of collector, either one I think is fine, but the price, there's no price difference. So you might as well, I say, go with magnets, but again, personal preference. And you can choose the hands that you want. So you've got the original hands, and then, you know, you've got hands 2. Hands 3 have the, like the pointy fingernails. Hands 4 have fingernails, and I think they're really pretty. And I want to say that I ordered a pair of those with a doll that I've got coming. Actually, I've got body 4 coming, and I think body 4 defaults to these hands. And I want to say I ordered hands 5 for one of the other bodies that I got. So you have choice down to the hands, which is really nice. And you also have a choice between high heel feet and ballet feet. Currently, I only have the ballet feet, but I have ordered high-heeled feet for some of my incoming dolls. Even with the ballet feet, though, the dolls won't stand flat-footed. The feet do point down. You can't get them into a flat position. So just be aware of that if you're looking to get a doll and try to have her stand up. That's not going to work. They have to have either a stand or a chair, or they just have to be displayed seated. So that's that. Then they've also got makeup. So you can order a doll blank. If you order a doll blank, really you only need to consider the mold, the first part we talked about, and the eyes. If you're going to order your eyes from the sisters, now you can of course get eyes from any other person. I want to say they take either 6mm or 8mm eyes. I can't remember. But again, I just go ahead and order their eyes because they're specifically made for their dolls. So, but if you're going to get the Popovy Sisters makeup, currently their makeup is an additional $500, and there is a long wait for that. I think officially they say it's a 6-month wait, but realistically it's probably closer to a year. It took a year to get my Tawny Owl. Now, she was a full set doll with wig, outfit, shoes, the whole 9 yards. So I was told, because I got my Cuckoo with the sister's makeup, I was told that her makeup, that she might be done a little faster since it was just makeup and it wasn't everything else. But anyway, so the makeups you can see have a code at the bottom as well, like makeup 38, makeup 37. Now these piercings are separate, they're jewelry, so that's not part of the makeup, so just keep that in mind. Makeup 36, that one's gorgeous. I really love that. I might get that on a doll in the future. I love that look. Makeup 35, you know, so you just have to go through and choose the makeup look that you like. And you'll need that code. I think I got this for my Cuckoo, I want to say. So you'll need to choose the code for the makeup if you're going to have the sisters do your makeup. So those are your options there for that. They also have tattoos that are available. Now, if you get the sisters to do your makeup, they're automatically going to do a moth tattoo somewhere on your doll. You don't get to choose where. My Tawny Owls is on her arm. I think that's a really cool feature because it kind of authenticates the makeup so that you know it's done by the sisters. But you can order tattoos. I don't remember what the cost of these tattoos is. I can't remember because that was not something I was interested in getting. But you can order the tattoos and just notice the codes for the tattoos. So there's that. Alright, next up you have wigs. So the wigs are one of the big things that makes the Popovy Sisters dolls, I guess, famous, is they have all these crazy, awesome, artistic wigs. And you can see they have codes at the bottom too. Now, these wigs are quite expensive. I want to say, this is where's the wig I have? I have this wig. And I ended up getting this wig because I felt like it was a really iconic Popovy Sisters look. I've been looking at their dolls for several years before I ordered, and this is kind of one of the wigs that popped up the most. And not to be too cheesy, but I love Disney, and it's kind of like got this little bit of Mickey Mouse vibe, and so that was the wig I went with, which was W27, and it didn't hurt that this was one of the less expensive wigs. I think it was $8.50 when I ordered it. The very least expensive wigs that they offer at the last time that I saw pricing was, let me see if I can find it. They're more simple wigs, of course, because these really elaborate wigs, I mean, they take a very long time to make, and you know, it's a whole process to construct the wigs. And I mean, you can see how intricate these are. I think this was the least expensive wig, was W34, and I want to say it was around $500 or $600. I can't remember. But there are a lot of great, there's a moth there, so you can see the moth I was talking about. There are a lot of great artists who make wigs and clothes for Popovy Sister dolls. So if you're somebody like me that likes to change your dolls a lot, which I do, you know, maybe one of their wigs is not the best investment for you, and it's also going to add to the amount of time that it takes to get your doll. But I think there is something special about having that full set doll from them too. So, you know, I would say just go with your heart, whatever you really want. I love this doll. I think she's so gorgeous. Also, you've got lingerie. So they've got different lingerie prices, and they'll have the codes on these. It's the same situation. So this is LIN 36. This, for example, is LIN 27. So you'll need to know those codes if this is something you're going to want to order. Now, we also have got costumes. I ordered a dress from them, and I think the dress that I ordered, I really loved it, but it happened to be that it was one of the less expensive items. I think this is it here. Yeah. So this dress, costume $25. When I ordered it, I want to say it was around $500. So they've got all kinds of other costumes, though. They've got a wide variety of things. But again, this is one of those things that, you know, other people on the secondary market make outfits for them. But if you want the full set, you know, you just need to note your costume code at the bottom, as you're going through. So it's kind of fun to build your dream doll, you know, go through and choose. Maybe that's something I'll do one day. Next time I decide on a doll, I'll go through and build my dream doll with you guys in a video. But just to go through and make notes in a notepad about, oh, I want costume 45 and this wig and these eyes and this makeup. So it's kind of fun to do that. But then when you go total up the damages on the price list, you could be like, ooh, let's cross this out and let's cross this out. And so anyway, and then we've got shoes. So their shoes are incredible. They have, you know, really awesome shoes, and they use like Swarovski crystals and things like that. So you've got all different sorts of shoes to choose from, and you see the code at the bottom, shoes 14, shoes 9, you know, so you've got a wide variety of things. You do, like, these are for the ballet feet, so they have some for the ballet feet and some for the heeled feet. So it's just important to note, if you fall in love with a particular shoe style, you need to make sure that you know that you're getting the correct foot style to go with that shoe, because it's not going to work for both styles of feet, if that makes sense. Okay, let's see what else. We've got accessories as well. I'm trying to remember what's in the accessories category, because I don't really remember, to be perfectly honest. Oh, a little rose. Actually, they sent me a rose, like this rose A09. They sent me that with my full set doll, and maybe that's because I had placed a full set order, so they sent that as a gift. But you've got this cute mask. I think that's really cool, and like, I don't know what the right word is, but I love that look. So there's accessories. Now let's get to the jewelry that we were talking about earlier. And again, I know I've said it several times, but it's just important to note the code, like J28. So J28, I'm pretty sure, is this. It's not the earrings. And then you've got J27, so that's that face up we were looking at earlier. It doesn't include the piercings, but you can add the piercings to the face up. And so there's all sorts of jewelry. I think this is the necklace here. And their jewelry is really pretty. I haven't gotten any of their jewelry. I didn't order any of that with my full set, but maybe that's something in the future I'll add, especially, like, that look is really cute. So these are the earrings. So there's lots of different choices there. Full set dolls, they have a few, which are like, it comes with, it's the full set of the outfit. It's not necessarily the doll and the wig and stuff. It's like the dress and the hose and the shoes. It's not the, and like this would be the dress and the shoes. It's not including the wig and the doll. So that's important to know. Like, this full set includes the headpiece and the outfit. It does not include wig and dolls. So we've got stands and furniture. I did purchase one of their stands. I purchased the least expensive stand they had. I think this one's gorgeous. I love it. I think this one's like $300. This one's expensive. This is their least expensive stand, the FUR10. I got it in white though, the FUR9. I think it was $100. I don't love the stand. I love the way it looks, but it goes around the waist, and I prefer saddle stands. So if that's something that you prefer, just keep that in mind. But these are really nice. I like the furniture. I really heavily considered grabbing one of these at one time, but I think I'll end up buying one from somebody that makes these, because I think that's a great display piece to put your dolls in a chair like that. So, and that's pretty much it for the dolls. So here's what's going to happen when you request information. You are going to get the catalog. And so what I have done is I have removed the prices from here. The prices will be in column B. The reason that I removed the prices is because they asked when I was sent this to please not share the prices, because their prices change all the time. And the reason their prices change all the time is because materials costs change all the time. You guys know how that goes. So they don't want to have, and I can understand that, they don't want to have a price list out there and then people expect something to be one price and end up being another. As a matter of fact, back in March or April, they actually ran a 20% off sale on blank new dolls, and so I grabbed one at that time because that was unheard of, unprecedented. They did it as like a pandemic thing, like to get people's spirits up and stuff like that, and so that was amazing. So that's something that could potentially happen in the future again. That's the only time I've ever known it to have happened, but again, the prices aren't out here, but I'll tell you from memory kind of what they are. So body one, I think, is $800, or it might be $850 now. And this is the naked doll without makeup and blushing. So it's got all your codes here, and you can see across the bottom of the page. I'm going to kind of move this up because I don't think there's tabs on the spreadsheet. Unfortunately, let's see if I can get this to show. So you've got tabs: mold, eyes and makeup, tattoo, wigs, lingerie, costumes. So you've got a tab for every part of the catalog that we just looked through. So this is going to show you the different bodies, and of course the Phantom body, as I said, it's more expensive, so they've got it done separately, but the other colors are pretty much the same price. It's just the Phantom one is more. So makeup plus body blushing was an extra $500 last time I looked. Eyes separately, and then these eyes might be the more expensive ones: acrylic 18 and acrylic 26, and eyelashes. So those are that, they're going to show you that. Then you'll have the tattoo section. It'll have the tattoos. So that's why these codes are important, because you need to be able to know what code you're looking at, and then your price will be here and you can write that down. You've got your wigs, and the wigs go up to like $2,000. So anywhere from around $500 up to $2,000, just depending on the intricacy and the limitedness of the wig. Lingerie, same thing. And so they've got a little description. They've got one in Russian and in English. And so like I said, you've got the description there, but just pay attention to your codes on the website, because that's the easiest way, in my opinion, to kind of look at these. Costumes, same thing. I already forgot what number costume I said. Was mine 17 maybe? No, that's not right. But they've got the different costumes. So, and this will be where your price is. Shoes, same thing. You've got all your codes, accessories. You know, it's all kind of the same thing. Flower on a silk ribbon. That was the one that they sent with my full set doll. Jewelry. And at the time, the jewelry was not available last time I asked, but I think they've revamped the jewelry catalog, so this would probably look a lot different if you asked for that now. And then they had full sets, and you can see the full set shows it comes with like the corset bra, shorts, collar with sleeves, and shoes. That does not include the doll, the wig, and all that stuff. And so it's kind of funny, because when I first saw these full sets, the prices over here were like, they were high, but they weren't. And I was like, oh, is there a discount for getting like a full set doll? Because in my mind, a full set doll is a doll that's painted with a wig, the whole outfit, whole everything. No, this is just for the outfits. So, and then you've got the stands and furniture here. So once you make up your mind and you see your prices and you decide what's within your budget to purchase, and you kind of figure out what you want, you will send an email back letting him know what you want. Then he'll send you an ordering form. And so for your ordering form, you'll need to fill that out, and that's the way they keep everything very official. Now, this is actually the Peewit that I ordered for a friend of mine. You guys may have seen that unboxing. She was totally nude. And so I had Peewit mold. She had wanted healed feet, sand skin. She wanted magnetic hands on body 2. She did not want pierced ears, and she wanted acrylic 3 eyes. And so the total, then once you do that, if you want the makeup, you fill that in here. You fill all that stuff in. You send it back to him. You have to put your information in, and if you're euros, rubles, USD, whatever currency you're purchasing in. And you can fill out multiple dolls. So this worksheet can have 2 dolls on it, 3 dolls, 4 dolls, however many dolls you're going to order. Most of us only order 1 at a time. I actually ordered 2/3 at a time. So I ordered 2, and then they did the discount 2 weeks later, so I added another one on. So I ordered 3 at once. But because one of mine was going directly to my face-up artist, it had to be done as a separate order. So one I sent to my face-up artist had her information here, and then the 2 that I got for myself had my own information here. So they will send it directly to your face-up artist. If you have a really good one that you want to use and you trust to send them the doll directly, you can do that. So once you do that, fill it all out. I use Google Drive, and I just shared it back with him once I did, because again, their contact form is through Gmail, so they use Google Drive. I shared it back. Once I shared it back, he sent me the total cost, He tallied everything up, added the shipping, sent me the total cost and the wire transfer information for me to make the transfer. And so you do have to do a wire transfer to pay them. Your bank can help you do that. If you have a credit union, I'm talking about in the United States, if you have a credit union, a lot of times they won't do it, so you'll have to find another party to do that for you. There are services out there that do it. I've done it for a couple of my friends in the past. I'm not making a business out of that because my bank charges $45 just to do a wire transfer. So it's a hefty fee, and you know, Western Union might do it. I checked Zoom because we've done some wire transfers using Zoom before to Costa Rica, but Zoom will not wire money to Russia. So, but you'll just have to look around if your bank won't do it. But anyway, that is how the whole process of ordering a Popovy Sisters doll goes. They're well worth it. They're very reputable. You don't have to worry about, because at first I was a little worried about wiring all my money, but he confirmed, as soon as he got my money, he confirmed it immediately via email that my money had been received, so that put me at ease that there was no issue there. And I got my dolls, and they're gorgeous dolls. They're some of the gems and jewels in my collection, and as I've said, I've gone back and ordered 3 more, so they're a little bit addictive. So anyway, guys, if you have any other questions, I think I've pretty much covered everything, but if you have any other questions about the dolls, let me know. I'll be happy to answer those below. And thanks so much for watching. If this video was helpful for you, please leave me a big thumbs up. That really helps my channel out. Please subscribe if you're not subscribed, and we will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.